everybody. This is Warren,
This is Jay.
and we the Eagles Collective. We're talking a little bit about Week 8, and we'll be going into Week 9 with some news and injuries that's going on right now, dealing with the Eagles, and we'll just get started. We'll jump right into it. So, the Eagles are now 7-1 with their victory over the Washington Commanders. They didn't make it easy for us, and I remember Jay, you told us like we can't sleep on them. They're gonna be serious this game.
Yeah,
Apparently, this game was kind of like they're determining whether they should like move forward and kind of just like do a full flush of just players and or just keep going and try to get that playoff run. And apparently, our victory kind of made that made that clear right after with those trades that they made with Sweat and Chase. Now getting traded onto other teams. But Jay, what do you think about the game so far?
well, what I thought about the game was I was impressed with how the Eagles, again found another way to win. Keep finding ways to win. They're not the prettiest wins, but they're finding ways to win. Jalen was basically solely in the pocket, whether you put it on the knee or whether it was the game plan or he didn't have too many opportunities to run. I just see this team as facing adversity since week one, and they just keep finding a way to win. I just want to run the ball more. Those games where we had those plus 100 rushing yards. I just want those games again. That's why I think we could really dominate if we get the running game back.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. We should be running a lot more than we should. And I think that's a big difference from how we were last year. We had a good balance of running and throwing the ball. Um, I think we did. I think we did really well. Jalen Hurts had a very good pass game. He threw for 319 yards, 38 passing attempts, and that's pretty good in comparison to what he did against the Jets when he threw over 45 yards. I mean, over 35 pass attempts, and he didn't really get that very many results out of it. But this game showed that he's a better passer than a lot of people expect and a lot of people think. Um,
Absolutely.
I do wish we ran the ball a little bit more. Do you do you think it's time to try to start putting Penny in?
No, I don't think it's time to put Penny in. The situations where Kenny fumbled at the goal line, those are situations where Swift is supposed to have the ball. All due respect to Kenny Gainwell, that's situations where Swift is supposed to have the ball if he's the RB1. I thought we had an RB1 and we wasn't doing the shuffling too much anymore. So
Mhm.
it's just weird sometimes with the game planning and how they go and the play calling sometimes. But I just pray they run the ball more next game because as it gets colder, you want to run the ball more. You don't want to, always rely on the pass or having to play from behind and just solely
Exactly.
pass.
Yeah, like Kenny Gainwell have negative 4 yards that entire game. So like he did not benefit in any way at all
Hmm.
throughout that whole game. Um, I really wish I noticed some in the first half. We had Swift. We kind of put Swift in that receiver position, and so that's why I was a little confused. Like, okay, why are we putting him there? Why don't we just run it? Like we can run on them. Uh, I really don't know why they're not doing that. I personally think that maybe because Cam Jurgens is not in there now, and he's kind of that guy when it comes to the run game when they have Cam Jurgens in the field. So we'll see. But on to that,
That's what
how do
we're
you think our
missing. They're
defense
missing
did?
since Cam Jurgens been out, the run game hasn't been the same. So getting him back is going to help the run game tremendously. What did you ask me? I'm sorry, Warren.
Yeah. No, you good. You good. So I was asking, the way our defense played was not. It wasn't the same defense from the Miami game. It wasn't.
Of course, of course. We're the
Especially adding that new
26.
piece with Kevin Byard.
Yeah, we're the 26th ranked pass defense, allowing seven most, seven, we're seventh in yards allowed in defense terminology. It's just, you know, I don't want to keep saying that it's just because the run game is so strong. You know, the back end is not that good. You know, that's what it comes down to. The back end is not that good right now. You know, the shuffling with the cornerbacks and the injuries and Bradbury going from the inside to the outside and then using Job and Ricks and I just think they just need a little bit more time together. These are young pieces in the secondary, but Bradbury got torched versus the Commanders. He gave up 2 touchdowns, 70 yards. You know,
Yeah.
it was he got torched. He got torched, and it was something that we didn't expect to see that. Kudos to the Washington receivers. They're very quick. They're some of the quickest receivers, Doxson and Terry McLaurin, as far as 40 speeds. But you know, we got to get stronger on the back end. Bayard needs more time to adjust to the playbook and to adapt to the team and the defense. I think we're gonna be okay in the long run. We just can't continue to get worse on pass defense. We were making strides up. We were in the middle of the pack. We was ranked as high as even 15, and now we're going back down towards the bottom again. So we got to figure this out.
Yeah, most definitely. Yo, shout out to Shane. Shane was actually at the game, and so he got to see it firsthand. So appreciate
Yeah,
you
I
joining us,
see that he
Shane.
just commented.
Yeah, McLaurin drop was crucial.
He just wrote those drops were crucial. But you know what?
Yeah,
When you
that
look
drop
at the
was
tape
crucial.
on the one where he threw it up on the right seam on the right hand side of the field, Howell got pressured. He got pressured, literally got pressured. And the person who put the pressure on him was N'Kobe Dean. N'Kobe Dean knocked down one of the guards and just got into the backfield immediately. So Howell just let the ball
Hmm.
go and he didn't have enough time. So, there's just certain plays that don't come up on the stat sheet that if you're watching the game and you look at the film, you'll really see who makes an impact.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's a little bit of too much rotation with the secondary as well. I think a lot of that
Mhm.
rotation is kind of throwing them off. You know what I mean? Like I can see rotation like over in on the line on defensive line, but so much rotation in that secondary, like I feel like we want their bootstrap to the ground and like them on the field and seeing everything that's going on. I think putting people in rotation constantly can be can be an issue. But I understand we want everybody to get their reps. We want everybody to step up. Eli Ricks has been stepping up. He's been doing a lot, and I think
Yeah,
that's the reason why they didn't see picking up another corner would be good in the trade. But yeah, Eli Ricks is stepping up. Uh, I hate to say it, but Bradbury and Slade they kind of showing their age on us, bro. They showing their age a little bit on us on the field, and I think that's one thing that's hurting us as well. But they're still two good corners, but I feel like they're getting burnt by a lot of these young receivers right now.
yeah, and this is the
So
first game that I mean, one of Bradbury's worst games as an Eagle. Like I would say, like as far as he was just getting burned. It looked bad. It looked bad. It wasn't one of his best outings. And the whole secondary played bad. All their PFF grades was low. Everybody, Sidney Brown, they made plays when they had to, and they got stops at certain moments, but they gave up a lot of plays. Sam Howell almost threw for 400 yards, but it took him about 52 attempts to do that. So. You know, once again, there's a lot of reasons why the back end is facing a lot. The teams are not able to run on the Eagles, so they're forced to pass. That's the only other way you're gonna, get yards, and then they sprinkle in their runs here and there. But if the Eagles' run defense continues to be strong, the pass defense has to understand that they're gonna have a bigger workload overall.
yeah, no, I feel you. And I guess my thought process is the issue was the fact that our secondary wasn't doing very well. It was easier for these quarterbacks to select which receiver they're going to throw to, whether our pass defense was putting
Mhm.
pressure on them or not. So I feel like that's why Kevin Byard came in to slow that down and slow that reaction time for that quarterback. So now our defensive line now has time to rush them, hopefully sacks, hopefully tackles, loss of yards type deal. But I think that's the goal at the end of the day. but I feel like that's what we tried to do with the Commanders, but we didn't get it. They kind of had our number. Kevin, we played them already. That was our second time playing them. Kevin Byard, he's still new. Sidney Brown, he's on the field. He didn't really play the Commanders that much last game. So like, and then I don't think Reed Blankenship played either. So like, a lot of players, it was kind of their first time playing on the playing against the Commanders in the secondary. But I think they're learning from their mistakes, and they know this game coming up is going to be a big game. So
Yeah.
we can expect some. We'll expect a difference. Moving forward from that, we'll go to the news and injuries. So Jalen Hurts actually got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. I think he deserved it. His pass game was
Yeah.
phenomenal, uh, and I think the biggest thing is he played through an injury. He gave that many passing yards
Yeah.
through an injury. We saw him scramble. I want to say one or two times, but very
He
effective.
just had 6 rushing
What
yards.
did you
That's
think
it.
about that, Jay? Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought,
just
he
six,
was
nothing too
solely in the
crazy. I know we
pocket.
got a first
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, no, just that said, he got that first down, but yeah, 317 yards, I believe. I just, he was solely in the pocket. For everybody who quote unquote calls him a running quarterback, I love when he has games like this because he proves that he's a quarterback. He can read defenses. He finds his guy, and what him and AJ got going on has to be in consideration for the best connection in the NFL. Has to be in consideration.
Yo, yeah, that's true. That is true. Um,
Has to
yeah,
be.
no, I think it's well deserved. And like I said, the biggest thing is that injury. He played through that injury and have a phenomenal game. And it's not he had a phenomenal game with his arm and not his legs. And that's what they're trying to let people know in the NFL right now. Also, AJ Brown broke the receiving yards record, over 125 receiving yards in 6 games. So AJ Brown just a monster. We all knew that last year. It's just crazy that they talking about it now, but we knew how good AJ Brown was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. I just think he's taking like a whole nother leap into another category because I have discussions with some people don't have him in his top five beginning of the season, and because there's so many good receivers out there. You got Chase, you got Tyreek Hill, you got a lot of good receivers, Diggs, you got a lot of good guys, but AJ, not being biased, if you watch him
Hmm.
play, man, he takes over. He's always open. There's a reason why he's always open. He's just always open. It's like you throw him in double coverage, he's gonna make a play. And Hurts has had some picks that went his way, but those picks that went his way, been either there's miscommunication on the route or it's a deflection. So their connection, like I said, is something special. It's like he just seems to find them. And I'm also happy for Devontae Smith that he got involved, 7 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown, because he's part of this team. And he was fading away for a couple of weeks, disappearing, and during AJ's presence and greatness right now, it's a historic run. But it's just good to see this right now. It's good to see this.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt. I agree with you. Um, with that also, we didn't get any trades in the trade deadline this week. Um, I think we are all kind of hoping that we got somebody, and I think that's kind of the expectation that we've been holding on
Mhm.
Howie when Howie looks at it as I think we're in a good spot. Our biggest thing is just health. We just need everybody healthy right now. That's what's hurting
Yeah.
us. Health, not talent or not personnel. It's just simply just we just need our players healthy right now. Um, were you expecting us to pick up anyone, or did you have anybody in mind?
When they were talking about picking up someone, they were talking about picking up Jordan Hicks, the linebacker from the Vikings, and he used to play for the Eagles. So I was hoping they picked him up because he's still a great player. He just always was injured for the Eagles back in 2015, 16. But, it's just,
Mhm.
they didn't pick up anybody. I'm comfortable with the roster. Like you just said, everybody gets healthy. I think we're okay because we have reserves. We have guys. We just got to get everybody back healthy.
Yeah. Health is what's hurting us right now. That's our biggest thing. With health, we actually get Cam Jurgens back this coming game. Cam Jurgens was out for I want to say 4 or 5 games, and now he's finally coming back
Yeah,
healthy. Jalen Carter suffered a back injury during the Commanders game, but he was a full participant in practice today, so he's expected to play on
good
Sunday,
news.
which is good news.
That's what we want.
Yeah, so
That's great news.
it's good. We're we're building in the trenches. The trenches is where we dominate, and it's good to know we got our weapons back in the trenches right now. Uh, yeah, I think
Absolutely.
I want to see Jalen Carter have a breakout game this upcoming game. Um, Now the next topic we'll go over. I don't think it's really news, but I wanted to go over this to make this a discussion. Um,
You're right.
as I kind of found this out watching after the game, watching a few people discuss the game afterwards, and news came out that Kenny Gainwell uh, was messaging a fan on social media during halftime. Uh,
Terrible.
I I personally didn't think stuff like that would be happening in halftime. I thought it was kind of just focused on what transitions need to be made uh, for the second half. But hearing that players are now just on their phones and replying and responding to fans kind of makes me think, all right, well, what's really going on? How are they really trying to change up
Yeah,
the
who's
game?
locked in?
Makes me think of what happened during the Super Bowl. Yeah, who was locked in during the Super Bowl and halftime? Were they on their
Yeah,
phones?
because you know
I
what it
know that
is?
was a big moment to
If he's
celebrate
checking his phone, somebody else is
being in the
checking their
Super
phone
Bowl.
for sure.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things where the fans know. Um, my personal opinion, if I'm Kenny Gainwell and the whole fan base knows that I was beefing with a fan on social media, I better have a breakout game.
Hmm.
I better have a game coming up that's gonna shut
Yeah.
a lot of people's mouths, and I'm gonna get talked. He better have a breakout game because if he has another game like he did this game, I'm done with him. Honestly, like I get it, he's a
Well, yeah.
hometown guy.
When he
Philly
came
kind of
out,
brought him in, but if that's the case, we can move forward and find somebody else.
yeah. When he came
What was
out,
that?
he had a couple receptions on the drive. He had a couple receptions, but that's all he did.
Mhm. Yeah, he did. Yeah, exactly. He didn't make an impact though. That's my thing. Are you
Yeah,
getting
that's
on the
all he
field and
did.
making an
Yeah, that's
impact?
all he did.
He's probably the least
Yeah.
productive player. He's the least productive player on the offense. Like least productive
That's what I'm
when
saying. Swift that I had
we
that
could
those
be putting
carries
somebody
and
else
the
in.
yeah, that fumble was crucial by
Yeah.
Gainwell.
Yeah, it's just it is what it is. How do you feel about the players texting in halftime or just Kenny Gainwell arguing with a fan on social
Well, I
media?
don't want to say it. I don't want to call say the players because we don't know. But I would also assume that other players are using their phone if he's using his phone or checking their phone or whatever the hell's going on. But I just think it's terrible. I just think like he shouldn't even be responding to begin with. And at the end of the day, you pick halftime to respond, knowing that this guy is definitely watching the game. So it's like he's gonna post this. You think he's gonna let you DM him and he's not gonna say anything about it? Like. So it's just like it was a stupid move on him. Got addressed by Sirianni, and it definitely shouldn't happen again. But like he just had, like I said, those couple of catches after the second half when we came out, and that's about it. He maybe came out a little fired up, but by then he was already at the end of the game plan because it was focused on everybody else who was already producing.
Yeah. This better not turn into a Jalen Rager deal. I know that's all I got to say. Don't make it a Jalen Rager thing. Um, Hey, I had to say it, bro.
That's
Um,
funny. Yeah,
but
of
yeah.
course. Of course.
Now, Jalen Hurts' injury, um, he doesn't like talking about it. I personally don't like talking about it just because that's our quarterback. That's who we need to go to the Super Bowl. Um, but but in all honesty, what's going on, Dennis? Um,
Dennis, what's up going? What's
but
going on,
yeah, in
Dennis?
all honesty, but my biggest thing is just I hope he's not trying to play through it so hard to where the injury gets worse. I get it. We got a bye week coming up, but at the end of the day, like we don't need our starting quarterback injured because it's it's
Yeah,
Mariota
of
next.
course.
So I
I
don't
have
think anybody
fear. I
wants
have
that.
fear of being without Jalen as our quarterback. I got fear of going, without Jalen as our quarterback. But you know what? I just think, they say it's a knee bruise. I just think if he can get through this week and he can rest and then prepare for the next week, I just think he'll be okay. We got to get through this game as long as a knee bruise. So, it's painful to play through more than likely. As long as it's not anything with a ligament or a bone, he should be okay. But he has to be cautious. He has to be cautious. This Cowboys defense is top of the league in pressures. He has to be cautious entering this game.
Yeah,
Ah,
and I
yeah,
think
yeah.
the
What time is
offensive
it?
line
7 o'clock. Yeah,
realizes that
we'll check
too.
it out. Probably 7. I see Dennis. I'll definitely check it out at
Yeah, we'll
7.
put it we'll put it in the group as
So
well. Just
yeah,
yeah, and we'll
put it
put
in
it
the
in the
group
group as
so
well
also
so the
too so
group can
people
see
could
it
see
too.
it.
So just
If you post it live, the group will see it.
yeah, bet. So
Yeah,
but no,
Cam
also
Jurgens,
with
man.
that,
Look,
I
getting
think the
Cam
offensive
Jurgens
line
back
realized he's injured.
is huge.
Hmm.
Telling you, getting Cam
Yeah,
Jurgens back
Cam's
is gonna
gonna
help the
be
running game. It's gonna help the running game. It's gonna help the
and
running
that
game.
and that that goes into yeah, and that goes into what's the Dallas rush defense is ranked number 18, bro. Ranked number 18, and we can dominate over them just by running the ball. I think this should be a put Penny in, put Gainwell in, and put Swift in, and just run the ball down their throat, bro. That's what I want to see.
I just think
That's
that's
how
the
we will
game,
win this
yeah. And
game.
and you know
Like I
they're
get
gonna
it,
worry
AJ
about
Brown
AJ so
dominating.
much.
I don't even think AJ. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what's gonna
and
happen.
I don't even think that we should even. I think they should have a conversation with AJ and say, "Yo, you beat the record. Like, yo, congratulations. Whatever. Let's let Devontae have his game tonight. Let's let Devontae shine tonight."
It could
Because
be God. It
if
could
they're
be
gonna be
Goddard
so
also.
focused on AJ, bro, Devontae's gonna be wide open. Yeah, he's gonna be wide open,
Mhm.
bro. Devontae's gonna be wide open.
Yeah,
And then
Penny got to
Dallas
get
Goddard, that
activated. He's
opens
right.
up the hole
Penny's
for
not
Dallas
activated.
Goddard. Then that opens it up for
As long if Penny's not active, he can't play.
yeah, he's not activated. They need to activate him.
Yeah, because
Yeah, he can play.
why
He's
not
not injured or
activate him
anything.
and
Yeah,
sit Gainwell, make Gainwell a healthy scratch and let him sit down and watch the game and let it slow down for him because you know what, he's not producing enough to be in that spot.
bro. Why not
We
just get
we
all
really
four
don't
of
know
them?
what we could do with Penny.
Why not just have all four of them?
They could do that too.
If we get all four,
They
bro, we
could
can
do that
just
too. But
run.
week
We
to
just
week,
run down
it
their throat,
depends. Who's injured, who's not. That's true. That's true.
hell,
He needs to
take
vote in number 4. I definitely would put him down there at number
game
4. I
week
agree with that. And I would definitely make him a healthy scratch. Same way the Eagles have bench players in the past with other coaches and made him a healthy scratch and sit on the sideline. I would definitely do that.
but
Just to put Penny in and see what we
but I
could
think there's
see what
something
Penny with this offensive line.
but I think there's something about Penny that they're not comfortable with. There's something that he's not doing to which is the reason why he's not getting the starts. There has to be. Like there has to be something that he's not doing, bro.
Okay, because
I think he's not good at the blocking.
this is the thing though too. Like that's the thing with Swift. They say Swift is not the best pass coverage. He's not the best. Pass blocking. I'm sorry, he's not the best in pass blocking. So that's why you see Gainwell out there because Gainwell's pretty good at pass blocking. So it just every Eagles back is different, and I
Yeah,
wish we could combine it into one guy and have that. But I see one of the comments that Julio Jones is gonna have a big game. You know, he is emerged already, like we said earlier in the earlier episodes, as the red zone target. Like we were hoping we
yeah,
could get a red. That's exactly, that's what we could use him every single time down there, short yardage, things like that. But he still got some juice in there. Still, he's still playing. There's a couple of routes. If I was watching the all 22, where he was a little open and stuff like that, but Hurts just has to develop more of a trust with him, he just has to develop more of a rapport with him. But he definitely got on the ball
yeah.
when he could in the end zone.
Well, I know the Kelly Green game, they had Hurts mic'd up. And I remember Hurts was telling Julio he thought he was AJ because he was like,
Yeah,
"Y'all
that
both
was
just
funny. That
tall." He
was
was like, "I
funny.
thought you were AJ," and he was like, "Yeah," he was like, "Y'all threw me off." But but no, bro. I think we if we can deactivate somebody and we can get those four running backs and just have them just run the ball, bro. Think about how tired they will be. Think about how tired
Yeah, I
just
would
that
like to see
that
Penny
D
running
line just
behind
burned
this
them out,
offensive
bro.
line.
That's my personal
That's what I
opinion. That's
want
what
to
I would
see.
like to see. Yeah.
Definitely.
And I think Penny's a little bit smaller too. He's not as small as Scott, but I think he's more like he can get through the holes a lot quicker, a lot like Boston Scott. So I think, bro,
Yeah, yeah.
Gainwell's a powerful runner, bro. He's a very powerful runner. But I
But what
think,
Gainwell is, I
like I
feel like
said, I
Boston
just feel
Scott
like
could
we
get
just
those.
need to. Yeah, true, true, true. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. We've been talking about it, but um, the Eagles offense, starting this upcoming week, the Eagles rush offense is ranked number 7th, and our pass offense is ranked 7th. Um, our Eagles defense, our rush defense is ranked number 1. Our pass defense is ranked number 26. As far as Dallas, their rushing offense is ranked number 11th. Their pass offense is ranked 16th. Dallas's defense, their rushing defense is ranked 18th, and passing defense is ranked 4th. So that tells you what we need to be doing this game.
Hold on, I don't mean to cut you off. I want to get to Dennis's comment. Okay, because I was told that the Eagles
Yeah.
only can hold three jerseys this year, right? Um, if they still have their all black jerseys, that's the jersey that I definitely want to see them wear on Sunday. I'm hoping that that's the case, and I haven't clarified that honestly. I saw something like that too, that they only allow three jerseys. If they do have their black, if we
We
do
can
black
we
it
can
out,
look that up.
yeah,
Hmm.
black it out because that's definitely
Yeah.
what I would like to see.
But don't they usually have
Very good point, Dennis.
the all blacks for these Sunday night games?
They have no. They usually use
I
them,
think they usually
whenever.
have the
That
all
that used to
blacks
be
for the
their
Sunday
color
night
rush
game.
uniform. That used to be like when they did the color rush thing, and they always
Yeah.
had the black
No.
uniform, but then they did the black pants.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I'm not
They
too
want black
sure. I can
pants.
look that up and get some information on it, but I feel like for this season they're probably not going to do the all black, and they're just doing the Kelly Green. That's what I'm assuming because they usually only wear all black for 2 games out of the season, and I think the Kelly Green is replacing that just for this season though.
But
This is
that's what
just
a lot of people are
assumptions.
saying. I've
So,
also been trying to clarify that.
but
After the
yeah,
show,
no,
I'm
that
definitely gonna clarify that because I pray for the black jersey. That's honestly
yeah,
my
that's a
favorite
good
color
call out too,
combination out
Dennis.
of
Appreciate
everything.
that.
Yeah, definitely.
Me too, bro. It's hard to get the all black jerseys, bro. Hard to get the all black jerseys.
Yeah, I have two. I have this funny
But
because the Super Bowl jerseys when they came out, the midnight sold out. I got two black Super Bowl jerseys from '52. Boom. I love it what Dennis is saying. They have. I know someone who works there. That's perfect. I love to hear this. Made my night, Dennis.
bet
Because I put it up the
Dennis
other day
coming
and
in
people were
clutch.
getting on. I said I predict they're gonna wear their. I put up a think they're gonna wear the black jerseys and everybody's like they can't wear the black jerseys. They only allow three jerseys. I might check. I didn't do my work on the other hand to
Yeah,
check to confirm that, but Dennis is definitely helping us out here. It doesn't matter when they wear
yeah.
the black
It's
yeah,
just
the
a
black jersey.
matter
Okay,
when
okay.
they wouldn't wear the black pants. That's true. Okay,
Nah, the
okay,
jersey.
okay.
And
Yeah,
back in the day,
nah,
too, they
we
used to
appreciate
wear
that
the
call
black
out.
jersey with the white
Um,
pants. I remember that.
but that was fire.
Yeah,
Um,
Dawkins with the
but
black
yeah,
20 and
so
white pants.
what is your anticipations for this coming game? Yeah. What
Anticipations,
is your expectations this upcoming game?
I'll be honest with you. As a diehard Eagles fan, I love the underdog role. Where some people that view us as the top dog right now, but a lot of people are on the Cowboys this week. A lot of people think the Cowboys are gonna trounce us. Some people, are even going as far as saying they're gonna blow us out at home. It's a lot going on right now. They usually get rolling and they get this confidence going. But to me, honestly, I think that the Eagles are going to humble them. This is going to be the game where they put it all together on display. This is going to be the game I think the team complete because they say we haven't put quote unquote a complete game together. That's the narrative with the media right now. The Eagles haven't put a
Mm,
they're 7-1, but they're not really 7-1. Basically, what they're trying to say. We're not really 7-1. So if we could come out and we could really punch the Cowboys, I think on Monday everybody's going to have a different tune as far as the season going forward because we're going to be walking into the bye, and then the second half of the season is the gauntlet time. I'll be there, so it's showtime. Yeah, Dennis, oh, definitely. So you're going to feel the energy in there. Doing our fundraiser. Let us know about the fundraiser for sure, too. We'll definitely participate in all that stuff. Anything that has to do with the birds and fundraise, anything positive,
yeah.
we're down for that.
Let me know. Let me know. Um, yeah, everybody thinks we're gonna get blown out, but we just need to. I feel like this too. The Eagles don't get blown out. The Eagles don't. The Eagles don't get blown out in games.
Mhm.
We've surpassed that. We will lose a game, but we will never
With
get
Jalen,
blown. We're not
I
going to
agree
get
with you.
blown out. And that's I think our losses are not blowout losses. And I think that's what separates us from the Cowboys. The Cowboys, they'll blow people out and they'll get blown out too. So
And
we're
yeah,
gonna
definitely,
fight,
I
bro.
agree
We're
with
we're
you.
a
I agree
physical
with you. Let
team.
me tell you something.
Yes, sir. We'll talk to you later, Dennis. What were you saying, Jay? I don't think your mic's on, bro.
Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I had something going on with the mic. Go ahead.
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
no, I shout to Dennis. I saw what he wrote. Tune in, being a little man. I'll be doing more respect. Yeah, we appreciate that. Yeah, father duties definitely. I got the little ones too. That's part of life. I'm gonna tune into Dennis's show. But yeah, my expectations, bro, are that. I just think, like we don't get blown out. Our losses are games where we beat ourselves, or games where where we tend to get away from the run, where we let a close game go by where we should be running. The Jets game, honestly, we should have a W. We should have been running the ball with 4 minutes left, and then the second time when we had, we had a chance to score, we didn't score. So I just think that even if we keep it close, we can't give it away. Cowboys, they take the ball away pretty good. They got a
True.
look a good rookie cornerback over there in Bland with 3 pick sixes. So Jalen's gonna have to be smart where he puts the ball, but good luck stopping AJ because he's rolling right now. And even if he doesn't have the monster games that he's been having, if he could just be out there and demand coverage, it's gonna open up a lot of opportunities for other Eagles.
Yeah.
Nah,
And
Dennis, you didn't ruin the stream,
the
man.
the
Dennis is
Dallas
crazy. He said
defense, their
ruin the
pass.
stream. We appreciate that. We appreciate the comments. I could see the comment over here. Yeah, you didn't ruin the stream, man. You're
No, bro,
good,
you
bro. You're
good. You
good. We
good. Yeah,
appreciate
he's good.
it. You're good. You're good.
But yeah, so the Dallas pass defense, bro, they're ranked number 4. This would be this would be the best pass defense that we're coming up against this week. So that's why I'm saying we can run the ball and still dominate. They're ranked number 16th in run defense. 18th in run defense, I'm sorry. So we can run the ball down their throat and they'll just never they won't keep up.
You know,
So
it's
that's
just
why
they,
I think if we
that's
just
their soft spot in
constantly
the
just
middle with
run
their
the ball,
DTs.
we're good.
That's where they're soft in the middle. You're right. Running the ball right down the throat.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle. It's not gonna be easy. You know, Jalen's coming off the NFC Player of the Week. You know, Dak is rolling right now. You know, everybody in the media is on Dallas right now, which is great for the Eagles because we love to be in the underdog spot. That's what we relish. We're the top dog, but we're really the underdog at the moment right now. So this is a game where we could put it all together and show everybody
Yeah.
we're the best.
Yeah. It really is. I don't know why this isn't a Sunday night game, bro. I really don't. Um I
I know
I
there's a
feel
lot of
like
good games. If you look at the
our
slate, there's a
defense
lot of good games.
there is. I will agree, but this is the only game I'm gonna be watching. So uh but yeah, I guess my biggest thing is if our secondary comes to play like they played against the Dolphins, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. If we come
I
in,
think
if the
so too. I
secondary
think we'll
plays
be
like we
fine.
did against the Dolphins, we will be in a good spot.
I agree. I agree. But like we just gotta get past. We gotta get past the the narrative of we haven't put a complete game together. Like I want to get past that narrative. Like what is a complete game in your guys' eyes? Like they're 7-1. They have 7 wins, 7 different types of ways. Like what is like what do you have to do to put a game completely together? Like he had 317 yards last week. What do you want? You want? I think they mean they want the offense and defense to both go crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And see, let's see. We have somebody else posted a comment. Let's see what they said. Can you read that off for me?
Yeah, it says not gonna lie, they got the same matchup without Zeke. They're not the same matchup without Zeke. That's definitely true. When they had Zeke, they were a different animal, especially with Zeke when he was rolling. They're but Pollard doesn't fear me too much. It's just more of our pass defense against Dak. Because Dak is, as whack as he could be at certain moments, he finds holes and he reads defenses. He will throw his picks because he's turned into a gambler. But we can't. The matchup to watch is Dak versus the pass defense because that's what's going to determine it for us. Because I think we're going to move the ball on them. I really think we are. I think we're going to be able to move the ball on the Cowboys.
We will. We're definitely going to move the ball on them. Um, honestly, I think Zeke was the one that was hurting us the most. I know there's a lot of Cowboy fans out there saying Dak Prescott is 8-3 against the Eagles. Um, the way I look at it is this is the 2023
He's
season.
always had success.
Everything, yeah. This is the 2023 season. Like we can nitpick all day about history. We can have a history class all day. It's more about right now and what we're doing right now and how we performing right now. Are we performing up to the expectations? No. Do can we play a better game? Yes. But have Dallas Cowboys already played their best game? I believe so, yes. So there's actually film on Dallas
Mhm.
playing their best game, but there's no film
Yeah,
on us
like
playing
Dallas
our
has
best
put
game.
games. Yeah, I agree with you. That so Dallas doesn't get that narrative of they haven't put a complete game together, but they got blown out by the 49ers. So all of a sudden they're better than the Eagles and they're the best team and this and that. And I'm just sick of it. The best thing about this is that this all can get put to rest on Sunday. And whether the Eagles win or lose, they have a bye week after that. and they have to go into this game trying to win, to go with the right energy into the second half of the season, because you don't want to lose, you know, and go into a bye week. You don't want to go lose. Well, win or lose, you're going into the bye week, so you're gonna get the rest. You just want to go into it with the W.
And another thing I'm gonna point out too, the Cowboys need this win more than we do right now. We don't really need this
Oh, they
win.
do.
Like
They do.
we're 7-1 right now. If we get knocked out, we'll be 7-2. They'll be 6-2.
Two.
Um, they
Mhm.
they win the next game following there. They'll be 7-2. We'll be 7-2. Starting week, I
Yeah.
want to
It
say
wouldn't be the end
week
of the
11.
world if we lost.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
yeah,
But we definitely, when we spoke, we're on record saying this. We wanted to go one or two losses max into this week. So we can just clear this bye week. I think we're going to be good going into the second half of the season in the gauntlet. And remember, even though the 49ers just picked up Chase Young, they haven't been playing well. The Bills haven't been playing their best. The Chiefs defense is definitely not the greatest. So all these teams, that we're gonna play, they have their flaws also. It's not like we're playing perfect teams. They're good teams, but they also have their flaws. The Seahawks playing them in
yeah.
Seattle is never easy. It's never easy whether they're good or not. Their defense and their fans is always going to be tough. So, we have a lot coming up second half of the season. We have to win this game. If we lose, we're not in panic mode by any sense, but we're definitely not, in the best position to be.
Yeah, these are just all these teams that we got coming up next. They're good teams and they're just like every other team. The only thing is we just expect to see these teams in the postseason. These are teams that are expected to be playing in the postseason. So that's why they say it's going to be tough. Um, we haven't played the Bills in a very long time. The Bills haven't played us in a very long time.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
personally
exactly.
just want to
Every
see
4 years.
Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts on the field together. Like I want to see that performance. I want to see the Super Bowl
Yeah.
performance against the Chiefs. Like I know there's a lot of build up loss to that we want to get back. So and then we got the 49ers. Man, I'm actually going to be at the 49ers game too. That's going to be a good game. Uh,
That's
there's
gonna
they're
be
just
amazing.
to me personally, these are just going to be good matchups. I don't see them as tough teams. I just see them as really good matchups. Um, their teams are going
Hmm.
to match up very well with us, and I'm hoping by that time we would have it all drilled in. Kevin Byard would be in his rhythm with the team. Uh,
With the
Jalen Carter
playbook and
kind of
everything, yeah.
starts getting into his own. Yeah. Jordan Davis starts getting into his own. Rick starts getting more comfortable with these receivers. It's just everything's coming together. Even Dallas Goddard's getting the ball a lot more than what he was in the beginning. So like
And I like,
everybody,
yeah,
we're
with
all
Dallas Goddard
meshing and
getting
we're all
involved more.
gelling well together. Yeah. We're just not doing it at the timely manner that us as fans would want to see it. But we are coming together though. And I think it's perfect that it's coming together now. But yeah, this is going to be a good game. This is going to be a good
Yeah,
measuring stick to kind of just let us know how we do stand against our
we
division,
are.
a division team that wants us knocked out. So we'll just see how we compare to that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um, what is your expectations? Well, what is your score? What's the score you got for the game?
A score. I'll give you. I thought about this twice. I'll give you 28-20 Eagles.
Okay. I think it might be a little bit of a high scoring game. I'll do I'll do 36-32 Eagles. 36-32.
Nice, nice,
Um
nice.
I don't the only way we lose this game, what is that, Shane? Let's see what Shane gave us. He gave us his score prediction. 1930.
30-19.
Okay.
That's good. That's a good score
Okay.
too. Similar to
Hey,
last night. I
that's a
think it's gonna be
beatdown.
something
That's
like
for
that.
sure.
Like something.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Um, but yeah,
I like that one. So I like that. Keeping
think
on the
um
21.
I think we're gonna be okay, especially knowing. Yeah, I think the fact that we have Jalen Carter coming back, Cam Jurgens coming back, Reed Blankenship came back last week, Slay's healthy, Bradbury's healthy. The only person that we just all know is not 100% is Jalen, and I hope he's getting the treatment and everything he is right now to be prepared, because I know
Yeah,
they're going to be
me
coming
too. I
after
hope
him this
so.
game. Like,
I know so. I know so.
yeah, but
We all know so. They're gonna be coming right up there.
they are. That's why we have a good offensive line. They're going to make sure he doesn't. Our
Hmm.
offensive line is going to make sure that he has the best protection this game. Um, yeah, that's the way I look at it. But yeah, before we get up out of here, did you want to say anything, Jay, or any last words or comments?
Yeah, no, no. Just excited to see, the Eagles versus Cowboys. To me, it's one of the most exciting events for me of all of sports every single year, and it happens twice a year. So I'm just excited for this game. It feels like a playoff game for me. Go Birds. That's all I gotta
Most
say.
definitely, most definitely, most definitely. Um, We're the Eagles Collective. And just so you guys know, watching us, if you guys ever want to come on the show, chop it up a little bit about the birds, you're more than welcome to come in. That's why we have the name the Eagles
Yeah,
Collective. Like, we want to bring in all Eagles fans, doesn't matter where you are, where you're posted at. We want to welcome everybody over here. And we all one Eagle family. That's all it is. Um, but yeah, don't forget to check us out on YouTube. We've been making some shorts. I hope you guys like them. Jay's been crushing it with the
yeah,
videos, dope videos.
yeah,
But yeah, guys, we'll
yeah.
be
Check
talking
out
to
our
y'all
content.
soon. And yeah, check us out and fly Eagles fly.